Hello traders, welcome to Investoo.com's How to series, and today we're going to learn how to use the average directional index, or ADX. One thing you should know about the ADX is that it measures the strength of the trend without regard to trend direction. But there are two other indicators within the ADX: the plus directional indicator, or plus DI, and minus directional indicator, or minus DI, that complement the ADX by defining the trend direction. So with the complete indicator, you are going to know the trend direction and how strong this trend is. Here we have a 14-period ADX plugged into a 1-minute Euro US dollar chart. Now the ADX works in any time frame, and we're going to use these 1-minute charts to explain how to read it. Now the first thing you need to understand is the green line. Yes, the green line here. This is the ADX line. This is the line that is going to show you how strong the trend is. When the line is pointing up, it means that we have a lot of momentum, either to the upside or to the downside. Remember that the ADX doesn't show you direction, it only shows you strength. So the higher the ADX is, the stronger the trend is. And the trend from this point is down. And you can see that the ADX is starting to point up. This means that this trend is very strong to the downside. And on the opposite side, you can see the same thing. The ADX is pointing up, but the trend is towards the upside. So this means that this uptrend is as strong as this downtrend. Now the other two indicators, if you will, within the ADX are the plus DI and minus DI. The plus DI is the red line, you can see it here, and the minus DI is the blue line. Now you are going to use these two indicators to know when the trend is up and when the trend is down. And the easiest way to know, well, the only way to use it is when the plus DI moves above the minus DI, such as in this case right here. This means that the trend is up, and the further they move apart, the stronger the trend is. Okay, and you can see that in this case, when the minus DI moves above the plus DI, the trend is down. Okay, so this is how you're going to use the plus DI and the minus DI. Now the way you are going to use the ADX for entries or exits is a little bit different. For instance, when the plus DI moves above the minus DI, you have to wait for the ADX to move above the minus DI. When the ADX moves above the minus DI, such as in this case, you should go long, and our long entry should be around these price levels. Okay, and when the minus DI crosses above the plus DI, you have to wait for the ADX to move above the plus DI. When the ADX moves above the plus DI, such as in this case, you are going to go short. Okay, so your short entry should be around these price levels. Okay, you can see that the ADX doesn't give you exact entries when we are at the top of the or the bottom, but that is because this is like any other indicator, a lagging indicator, and needs to be used within a trading system. Okay, but this is basically how you're going to be using the ADX to know how strong the trend you are riding is. And of course, when you have these these signals to go long and to go short, you have to pay attention to the ADX, because if the ADX doesn't start to move up, it means that the move you are trying to ride is not strong enough, and you might want to think to get out. And if you want to learn more about the ADX or how to incorporate the ADX in a trading system, or how to develop your own, you should go to Investoo.com and go through our trading courses. or more specifically, go to Investoo.com/advanced technical analysis and go through our advanced technical analysis course.